You know what? The panel was great. We had a fantastic conversation, really focused on the capital markets, which was the theme, but more in particular around equity versus debt, secured versus unsecured. I think it was clear from the REIT CFOs that the debt was the easiest and most, I wouldn't say available, but easy to deploy, whereas the equity is expensive. So it'll be interesting long term to see where that equity market goes. But currently, most of the CFOs that were on the panel are very fortunate. They've got great balance sheets. They've utilized their cash. They've deleveraged, which is nice to see. And really looking at the capital markets, to help them as it relates to acquisitions and expansion, diversification, and obviously looking for accretive value. We had a bit of a conversation about, the impact of the life cos and the pension plans on the market. And that was also interesting from the panelist perspective, because we all know that the pension plans and life cos are big, so their cost of capital, from an outsider looking in, you'd always say that they are very fortunate because it would be lower and gives them that ability to it doesn't necessarily give them the ability to always buy what they want, but it makes them very, very competitive. The other thing that was also very interesting was just the whole time horizon and the compare and contrast on how they look at the acquisitions, and it does impact the market and it does impact behaviors. So from a capital perspective, nobody knows what's going to happen with interest rates, but we all know it's going to go up. What that's going to do to the REITs and the debt market, time will tell. But definitely, I think what's really exciting about the Canadian market is, from the panel that we have, very well disciplined and are very appreciative of the markets, have their own hedging, their own strategy, and it'll be really interesting to see, but very bullish that regardless what happens, that we're well positioned for the future. So the capital markets will do what they're going to do, but I think the REITs that were on the panel today are well positioned to weather any storm.